Hey guys, I hope everyone is having a great day so far. Today we're going to be taking a look at Karrigan holding B apartment on Mirage on CT side. Now there are many different ways that you can be playing this area of the map and this position of B apartments from player to player, so let's see what the best IGL in the world does over in this area of the map. Now let's first take a look at the first real buy round that Faze have here, where they go for this 2-0-3 setup, having 2 players on towards B, 0 players on middle, and then 3 players on A. Because of this setup that Faze are running at the moment, it forces Karrigan and Twist to play around each other, just making sure that they can help each other out if needed. This is why we see here Karrigan playing more towards short here, while still holding apartments. A little later on in the round, he has noticed that Na'Vi is going for this sort of slow-paced round, and he needs to make sure that he is set up on the B site just in case an execute does come in. Notice also right here, before he jump spots apartments, he will actually throw a flashbang in towards his position here, just in case Simple is posted up with the AWP in an attempt to punish any CTs who may be jump spotting. After this flash, Karrigan can now just continue jump spotting in this position, waiting for information from around the map from the rest of his team. If you've played B many times yourself, you'll know how important it is to know how to deal with an eco rush. As we can see here, Na'Vi have no money and will decide to go for an eco. Notice the amount of utility that is used early on in the round here by Karrigan, first being a deep molotov, a flash in front of it, and then also a HE grenade. Bit has managed to slip the net a little bit here. That is when Twist will throw even more utility here just to push back this T-side aggression. Because of the nature of this round being against simple pistols with no armor, you don't really want to be giving them any close combat fights. So specifically here, we can see Karrigan playing back towards the site, giving him an advantage by taking long range duels, reducing the chances of him being overwhelmed by a 5-man apps hit. I would say if you really do, however, need to sort of play a close angle because maybe you have like a MP9 or a UMP either on balcony or car, then I suggest you actually have another teammate very close to you that can either jump spot on bait for you on balcony, but also be there to help you if required. Sometimes Faze will even pull Brokey off of mid and put him towards B apps instead, trying to catch a player off in this position. Because of this, Twist will then go to his window and Karrigan will then take up short. If you want instead even, you can even try and double AWP and have an AWP on B apps as well as window. But just make sure you do what Brokey is doing here in this situation and jumping up on car or even balcony and holding the line deep into apartments. At the start of this round, as we can see, Karrigan doesn't have a Molotov or a HE grenade. Because he needs a way to stop a potential rush from the T side, he will instead throw the apartment's pop flash with a slight delay. This is something you can do if you find yourself lacking that utility in this area of the map. Following this, Karrigan will then just be jump spotting towards apartments here with a smoke in his hand. He'll be dropping this at around the 120 mark just so he feels he can move further back on towards the site. He will then take up this position towards back site, again like we just spoke about earlier on, being against pistols here, not wanting to hold close positions and close angles. He will then simply just be holding the far left of balcony here, making it much harder for the T side to pre-aim this position. In this clip, a little later on in the round, as we can see, Big is setting up for a B hit. When this Molotov for car comes in, Karrigan would then react with a smoke in towards apartments by getting against this bin here, aiming on this shadow and using a simple left click throw. This can be used for 64 or 128 tick servers. As we can see, it forces the T side to sort of make a quick decision of what they want to be doing. They can either be waiting out this smoke for the 15-second duration, or they could push it before it sort of blooms and try to push these CTs down before they can have a stronger setup on towards this site. Big decide to push through this smoke here, resulting in Karrigan getting the free first kill, however getting traded, and then also Brokey chiming in with a kill of his own. Karrigan will start off this round with a deep Molotov in towards apartment here with a simple jump throw at default while aiming as shown. Following this, Karrigan will then play backside here while also being in a good position just to be flashing and supporting over mid when required. While moving back towards jail here, just notice how aware Karrigan is of making sure to be clearing and checking all of these little angles in towards apartments just to make sure he doesn't get caught off by any lurking T's that are pushing up. Here is a nice little setup that you can run on the B site if you don't have a lot of mid control. Have one player sitting just underneath balcony here watching for that short push, while another player is playing on the right side of bench here just watching this small gap on the balcony push. This works very well as you can play off of each other very easily and help each other out when taking duels on towards the enemy team. Let's now watch how Karrigan will react to high pressure on towards this B site. He is playing this right side of bench right now, being a very hard position to clear, giving him his first kill basically for free. He will then instantly change this position, pushing closer towards the site, not allowing for the T side to get a trade onto him. This results in getting another kill after the T side is forced to push this position. From this, Karrigan can now even drop a smoke at his feet and try to play around it a little bit, however Tabson does take him out. From looking at the current and recent Mirage demos available from Faze on HLTV, we can see Karrigan does change it up a fair amount. It's important to change things up while anchoring any site in CS just to make sure you aren't readable by the enemy team. You don't just have to smash your scroll wheel the entire game if you're playing the B anchor position. Mix it up and try some new things out, it will never do you harm. Thank you so much for watching the video guys, it's been Glaze and I'll speak to you very soon.